Hello, it's Jonathan Porterfield of Eco Cars and a video clip of a rather nice hybrid car, the Toyota Prius. It's the Mark III. It's the 1.8 hybrid car. It's a T-Spirit, and we've had this for a week or so, and this is the first dry spell we've had to be able to do a video of the car. We've provisionally sold this to a customer in London, but this is just for your benefit to show you some features of this rather special car and for our customer too. It has the optional glass sunroof, which is rather unique, along with a solar panel in the back half roof of the car, which I'll explain in a moment how that works. So it's in this rather nice red. Being the T-Spirit, we get the optional rear view camera and park assist. Well, it's not optional, it's standard on the T-Spirit. Rather nice large boot, and under here we have a storage compartment. And because it has the roof, there is no spare wheel, but there is an official tyre inflation kit from Toyota, and that was with regard to the weight of the car and it passing its CO2 emissions to be exempt. Also, the reason why they fitted the slightly higher profile tyres over the other T-Spirit. I think these are 16-inch tyres, he says, looking frantically for the size. Let's have a look at another tyre. Yeah, these are 15-inch wheels, and that's to help with the emissions. So this is still congestion charge exempt for London, but say obviously they had to reduce the rolling resistance by fitting different tyres and removing the spare space saver spare. Rear load cover, seats split in a 70-30 split. Nice aerofoil on the back, colour coordinated with the roof. In the rear of the Prius, I've got the seat right back, so it's very roomy, lots of space, some mat pockets in the back of the front seats, and there's no rips or stains or tears to any of the upholstery. We have Isofix fitted and 3 rear inertia seat belts, along with 3 rear headrests and a rather nice central armrest with a pair of cup holders. Electric windows, upgraded hi-fi in the T-Spirit, side airbags in the front seats, electric windows in the rear of the T-Spirit too. I'll just show you a rather unique feature of the T-Spirit is keyless entry. So there we have the key, and there is 2 keys, and basically you leave the key in your pocket, and on exiting the car, if you pinch that there, as you can hear, it's now locked. The car's locked. So with the key in your pocket, you walk up to the car, just placing your hand behind the handle will unlock it. So extremely useful. No foraging around for your car keys. Front seats, nice and clean. We've got these official Prius rubber lipped floor mats, which are very useful. Got a tiny lip on the edge that keeps all the moisture in the middle of the mat. Carpets are as new underneath. No rips or stains to the driver's seat. It also has a lumbar adjustment, so you can tighten or loosen the lumbar adjustment in the back of the seat, and it's also height adjustable. Front driver's door card. We have 4 automatic windows, so they're all one shot up or down. So lock all the doors and isolate the rear windows. Also have electrically operated wing mirrors as well. So inside the T-Spirit Mark III Prius, we have lots and lots of features. I'll run through them very briefly. Cruise control, we have an head-up display which will show you the wiper stalk, indicator stalk. It has auto wipers and also auto headlights as well. Best thing I can do is start the car. So with my key in the pocket, foot on the brake, we press power. And there we go, the air conditioning comes on. I'll turn that off just so you can hear me. Automatically connects to my Bluetooth phone, and there we are in Bagworth Woods on the sat nav system. Guarantee the mileage there, if you can see it, 46,667 miles. This will be a little higher after we've delivered it to our customer in London. So on the steering wheel, basically when you press very lightly on here, whether you can see it, you have menus pop up. I'll just run my finger around, you see them illuminating, and the same on the other side as well. So basically you run your finger over the steering wheel, look at the dashboard, and realise what you're going to adjust, which is obviously temperature, mode, trip, various displays, all controlled from here. Voice activation.
After the beep, say a command.
Audio.
Audio.
And you weren't a bit
which is useful.
You were leading this, and you...
After the beep, say a command.
Audio.
Audio.
And that turns the audio system off. So your mobile phone can be controlled from here to pick up and answer calls, but you can also activate, ring certain people from your phone book. Also sat nav, you can ask it to go home or to any particular destination. So very, very clever. The other unique thing is that we have a head-up display, which I don't know whether the camera will actually pick up. It might not do, but to the human eye, basically 0 miles per hour is projected on the screen about here. But like I said, I don't know whether the camera is actually picking it up or not, but that's very, very useful. Along with the sunroof, of course, as I mentioned earlier. So that's lovely, rare option on the Prius, various stages, and it also does tilt and slide. There we go, there's the tilt option as well. So that's very nice. Lots of airbags in the A-pillar, sides of the seats and in the rear C-pillars, as well as a driver's airbag, a passenger airbag rather, and a driver's airbag as well. They work differently to other cars, but they work very, very well. All the manuals are here that came with the car. Operating system, which as you can appreciate is quite thick, and a manual for the sat-nav system. In fact, everything that came with the car is here, along with the locking wheel nut key as well, and even a basic quick reference guide, so should you forget all the options, it's there in the glove box for you to refer to. What else can I tell you? So cruise control, a multi-change CD player which you can open from here, so that's where you load in your CDs. All the normal sat-nav setup, which is self-explanatory, the CD, the radio, FM, AM, digital radio as well. Climate control, all can be controlled from here or on the steering wheel. And when you place the car in reverse, the beeping denotes we're in reverse, but that is obviously a rear view camera, which is extremely useful for reversing up to objects. And this also has park assist, which I can explain. It's very clever. Basically the car will park itself, and that's a useful feature. Lots of storage, cubby holes, glove boxes, etc. So we're very well thought out, the Prius, and I'll just show you now some documentation. So looking at the V5 registration document, it's showing no previous keepers, and it was owned by Northern Transport Finance Limited. So it was a company owned vehicle, and to show you that it is registered the 22nd of January 2010, so it's under warranty with Toyota till the 22nd of January 2013. Registered as an alternative fuel car and is 89 grams per kilometre. That means it is congestion charge free because it's a Euro 5 vehicle as well. That's the V5, and looking at the service book, stamped up in the Toyota service book from Toyota, and the service intervals on these are every 10,000 miles or 12 months. So serviced at 10,500, 20,000, 30,600 and last at 40,121 miles at West Riding Toyota on the 6th of January 2012. So at 50,000 miles or the 6th of January 2013 is when the next 50,000 mile service interval is due, and that's a minor service as well. The next major service is a 60,000 mile service, and there's no cam belt change on the Toyota Prius as well. It's not yet due its first MOT, of course, so all the documentation is here, present and correct. So before I walk you around the Prius, pointing out any marks, etc., I'll just take you now for a short test drive. So welcome to the test drive of the Prius, and just basically my foot is on the brake, the key is in my pocket, and I'm going to press power. That's it, the car is on. That humming in the background is somebody cutting their grass. It's not the car making that noise. And I'm going to select D for drive and foot off the brake, squeeze the throttle, and away we go. Very quiet, very comfortable. And the various head-up display, but the head-up display at the moment, because I'm off the throttle, coming down a slight hill, the engine is actually off. We're recharging the battery, and that all helps with the economy, of course, because we're not using any petrol whatsoever. Now if I squeeze the throttle very gently, it will just now pull electricity from the battery, and we're still not using any petrol engine. So we're doing 37 miles an hour. I'm just putting a slight amount of pressure on the throttle. I don't want to go any faster. We still haven't used any petrol yet. Off the throttle, squeeze the brake. You'll find yourself driving the Prius with more thought. You basically will come off the throttle far sooner than you do in a normal car, because there is no gearbox drag or natural engine braking. Now you can have engine braking on the gear stick, which pulls it up a little bit sharper, but just leaving it in drive, driving with a very light right foot, is where the huge economy will come in. So it drives like a brand new car, to be honest. No undue noises. We've heard of these Prius having 250, 300,000 miles still working fine. So it's a very well proven hybrid system. So I'll just pull over now. The beauty of the Prius is you come to a stop, you don't need the petrol engine on. It's total silence. So thank you for the test drive, or accompany me on the test drive, and I'll just take you now for a final walk around the car. So welcome back from the test drive. So I'll walk you around the features of the car. There are no chips to the windscreen. That's the sensor for the windscreen for the headlights in there as well, and the wipers. Lots of tread on this front Uniroyal tyre. It's practically brand new, to be honest. 5-6mm on that. Door mirrors are fine. The side of the car is fine. We have a Bridgestone tyre on the back, which is showing about 4mm. The rear corners are fine. Some slight, very light scratches on the bumper that they will definitely polish out. So I've not yet prepared this Prius. Another Bridgestone on the back. Again, that's about 3-4mm. The sides are clean. Wing mirrors fine. Another Uniroyal on the front, and again, practically brand new, to be honest. I've got to say a good 5-6mm on that tyre. The discs are fine. They're not lipped at all. It really is a very nice, clean, new shape Toyota Prius. Some minor, tiny chips which we'll touch in very easily. Front bonnet, again, minute chips which we'll touch in very easily. We've taxed it till next year, 31st of May 2013, at the dizzy heights of zero road tax. So, congestion charge free, nothing to tax. Well, you have to get the tax disc, which doesn't cost you anything, and a very nice car to own, along with around town 60 miles to the gallon, and on a run, in fact the computer's telling us its best ever achieved was 76 miles per gallon. So very cheap to run and own. Our stickers on the back come off very easily with a razor blade, but if anybody spots this Prius in London and rings us and turns into a sale, I'll be sending the customer a £50 thank you in commission. So thank you for watching. Hope this has given you some idea of the sort of cars we like to stock. And if you have any questions about this or any of our LPG or hybrid vehicles, please feel free to give me, Jonathan, a call anytime.